Hey tubers, Bart coming at you with a PSA return mail day. Hopefully taking a quick opportunity here on a Saturday afternoon to shoot this. Wife ran an errand and I just threw some food at the kids in the kitchen, so hopefully you don't hear them screaming too much in the background, but I am making no promises on that. So this is my first and hopefully only and ever $50 a card submission. Sent in 17 cards. 2 of them were not mine. An older gentleman that was introduced through my cousin-in-law about a year ago had me selling off his collection. And there were 2 cards. I just we can't sell these raw or anything like that. They absolutely need to get slabbed up first. So those are in there as well, and then 15 are mine. We'll go with the no grades first because I got 3 no grades, so I guess that's 150 bucks that didn't happen. But had a 2017 Hulk Precious Metal Gems. Purple achievements say it didn't meet min size there, so the no grade on that. Got a min size on my 62 Hank Aaron. It was not in great condition, but I basically got it in a trade, so I considered basically I didn't have to pay anything for this, so it was kind of free. So it's like, all right, well, would I pay 50 bucks for a PSA 2 from 1962? Yeah, probably. So I tossed the 50 bucks at it, but didn't need to because it didn't get graded, so no love for that. And then the third one, these are N6 designation for min size, and then I got an N8 miscut, which is basically they're saying it was miscut by the manufacturer, and you could it's not a perfect rectangle, and so I can see how they said that, but I didn't expect it. And this is one of them, one of the 2 that aren't mine, that I'm selling for the gentleman. And so that's unfortunate because it's in pretty good condition. I was hoping for a 6 or a 7, to be honest with you. Just didn't work out there, but great eye appeal, so I will try to sell that raw on his behalf. The other card that was not mine, the gentleman had all the key rookies from the late 80s, because that's when he collected, and then he just put them away for about 30 years. Lots of them weren't in great condition. You know, we didn't do real great at storing them things back then. And some of them were affected by some humidity, but he had a Jordan in there, and he knew he had it. He knew it was his best one when I came looking at him. And it scored a 6 and looks fantastic. This is personally the first Jordan I've ever had in hand, as far as a rookie goes. Now the first one I've ever had in hand slabbed up. Can't say I ever really sought after this card personally for my collection. It's a beautiful damn card. So my mind is quickly changing on that one. That's pretty cool. So we'll get that off to Consignment and eBay auction here soon. And then my cards. I am happy with these. They got basically exactly what I was expecting, except one. But the one wasn't that far off either. So you saw the PMG Hulk. I also have this PMG of Doctor Strange. And when all the cards went crazy, and some of these were staying strong, I was like, I got some PMGs I just randomly picked up a year or 2 ago. Let me look these up, and I saw one of these. I think it was the out of 100 version just sell for stupid amounts of money. And I had the out of 50, and I just had them in like a magnetic on display in my kids' room. And so I went in there because that Hulk for a minute was going for like 200 bucks, and this one was going for way more. So I was like, I'm gonna have to steal this off your wall, kid, and go send that off to grading. So I did. These are tough conditioned cards, so I was fully expecting that 6, you know, Maybe had a chance at a 7 condition-wise, but I'm not too sure about the centering on the back or the top to bottom. But Doctor Strange, beautiful blue, numbered out of 50. PMG. So that's pretty sweet. I'm likely to sell that one too. It's not primary PC type, even though it is very cool, but for the price point that those are kind of fetching, makes more sense to turn that into some other cards that fit the PC a little bit better. Can't have a sub return without some Juan Soto. He's finally doing a lot better lately. He's batting higher 240s now, even though he bottomed out at 209 not too long ago. And on-base percentage is a smidge over 400 and climbing, so that's nice. So this is 2021 Topps Update Black Gold Platinum Anniversary. Those are numbered out of 70, and I love it when they number them and it's clear right on the front. Don't have to go looking for it or whatever. And the missing point is just centering, and I expected some of that. You can kind of tell the top and the top border is definitely bigger than this bottom border, and this one's probably a smidge bigger than the one on the side there. But that is a cool card. So not just black gold, but black gold platinum anniversary. These are hard to come by. And so this is my first one of these slabbed up to Montana. I was fortunate enough to find a complete set for about $100 or something like that. And these are straight from the UK. So you usually have to buy them out of some seller off from England if you want to get a remotely decent price. If you're buying it from dude in the States, they'll charge you extra for it. So that's pretty good. It's in as good a condition as it could have come in. I think some of the little coloring over here is probably a little faded, but it was fresh, pulled out of the saran wrap and the pack and everything else. So pretty happy with that. Sent in a Kaboom. Wasn't too sure based on the print line, but I saw lots of print lines on these and other ones. So got the mint 9 on the George Kittle Kaboom. Great looking card. These are a little thicker, so it comes in a thick holder. Not my normal cup of tea as far as the full shine, but really like this card, and it will compel me to keep a little bit more of an eye out for other Niner Kabooms. Super excited about this. This is one that if you weren't a Niners guy, you'd just be looking at it like, what the heck? But Kyle Juszczyk, our fullback, you know, I think he's a 5-time Pro Bowler now. So the highest accolade receiving fullback in the game for the last good number of years now. He only has one rookie. It's a National Treasures out of 99. I've got an All-Pro 49er set that I built, and I'm number one, and it's one of my favorites, and I needed this one since he made an All-Pro team for us. There's a guy online that he buys up all these National Treasures stuff, especially 49ers. I'm not sure if he does it to other ones, but he will hold you hostage. And even when he sees these listed at expensive prices, he buys them up and then lists them for about 6 times more. But I was fortunate enough to get this one off of somebody else before that guy found it. Still paid way too much for it for a fullback, but PC forever now. And that is a Pop 1 PSA 10 out of 99. Some vintage. These were all picked up in trade a year and a half or so ago. I traded a lot of Montanas to a buddy to get some of these. This is the one that surprised me, and only because it got the miscut on there. I was not expecting that. Absolutely was going to get a 1 all day. I guess I just didn't pay attention quite as much to where that top line was cut off there. So they gave me the miscut. Not excited about that qualifier, and it's always a card I've wanted, so I was already a little suspect on whether it was going to be, if I was going to like it enough when it came back to sit in the PC, or if I wanted something nicer. So I don't know, we'll see, but I may just sell that one and pick up a PSA 2 at some point. But awesome card. Just one of them cards absolutely needs to get slabbed up. And so are a couple others. I think all of the rest of these are pretty much cards. If you see them, you got to get slabbed up. But real excited about this. Gaudy number 29, Jimmy Fox rookie. Another beater, but got good centering. Looks nice in that fresh slab. Got me a PSA 1 on that one. Pretty cool. And this one's got a nice old crease going across the front and some staining. Some card missing. But an all-time classic card. And if you see one, you just, you know, how often you're going to get an opportunity to put one of them in the collection. So, 41 play ball, Joe DiMaggio. It's got good centering on it. It is well loved though, but nice collector card there. This will go nicely with my Hank Aaron. I think the Aaron is a 2. This one's got some 8-up corners on it, hence the 1.5, but I'm not gonna find too many 1.5s of this that look any better, that's for sure. So 1955 Bowman Willie Mays. Great looking card there. Also got this in that trade. So all of those old ones were in that trade. Very nicely centered. Edges are 8 all up. But again, beautifully centered, and there's a good old crease that doesn't really take away anything from it, and it's tough to see. So presents super well for a PSA 1. The 56 white back of Jackie. Nice card. Shout out to Ed Wesker Griff for peer pressuring me last summer to get this card. And his just got graded and slabbed up, and he scored a PSA 9 on his. I got mine graded and slabbed up, and eat your heart out, Ed. I pulled the 10. Super excited about that. These are coming down just because Soto is having a little bit rougher of a year. He's still on pace to get probably 35 homers and something. His RBIs are way down because nobody is ever on base when this dude's hitting. And they're just walking him so much. He's got more walks than hits. Almost twice as many walks. Or, no, not twice as many, but a good number of walks more than even his strikeouts. So, just getting walked because nobody's there in the lineup to protect him or hit, you know, get an RBI when he's standing on base. So, they just feel free to give him passes. But the iconic picture from the World Series there, the SP Juan Soto. Always interesting to me that they don't call these refractors, but they put SPs with refractor on them. But great card. Real happy to have that on the selection, collection slabbed up, and I scored a 10. Sent this one as well. The Rice Ace Fact Packed. This is my 3rd one graded of these. I had an 8. Recently, a year and so ago. Everything's recent to me in my collection because I remember it like it was yesterday, right? But it wasn't that recent. But got a PSA 9 for a good deal, but not going to leave this thing laying around unslabbed up. So sent it in, and it scored just like the Montana and got the 8. But still a rare card and still a good card to have. And then one more. Knew I was going to get the mark on this one because it says okay right on the back. Somebody wrote that on there. But if you got an old Jackie, you got to get it slabbed up. So got the exhibits. And this thing is almost falling apart. So really needed to get in that slab. And just great looking old vintage there. And rejuvenated by the PSA slab. So that's pretty awesome. So, excited to have those. If anybody's interested in that, before I, sell it to somebody, or I'm not going to do it on eBay for a raw card, so you definitely won't have to pay any fees for that, but I'll be peddling that around a little bit. I don't know, before I just try to buy it off of them outright maybe. But look for this. Since it's a 6, I think if it was a 7, I'd have probably definitely had to go with Probstein or something like that. Still not. I bid on PWCC, but I don't know if they have quite as big a following because they're just running it off their own website nowadays. But with the 6, I think I'm comfortable sending that to 4 Sharp Corners, who's doing a good bit of those things, and I'm already sending about 70 cards to him or whatever. And I think it'll get plenty of hits just that way. But man, that's a cool card. Did not realize how cool it was. I knew, but I didn't know. Now that I got one in the hand, that is pretty cool. So that's what I got for you. I should post my own mail day here in a little bit or something like that. Getting some more cards in as I'm getting my PSA submission ready. And be on the lookout for that preview as well. I'll have to go through that fast because it's a lot of cards. But and throughout a big announcement there's been a baseball version of the Sports Card Hall of Fame for a couple years now. They're starting up football, and myself and Scotty Tradition we'll be doing that on the football side of things. So pretty excited. The voting and all that stuff doesn't open up until January, so we'll be able to build up the nomination ballot and things like that between now and then. And what that is, you know, sports cards. The card itself can get, you know, into a Hall of Fame, and then we build that Hall of Fame. So, you know, your Unitas rookies, your Jim Brown rookies, you know, doesn't have to be a rookie or whatever, just key iconic cards. The community out there, you guys, will get a chance to vote on those, and then we'll kind of induct them into the lore of the Sports Card Hall of Fame. There's also its own Facebook and YouTube page for the Sports Card Hall of Fame. I linked to that with the video that I just shared that was posted. But so head over there, get a like, subscribe, whatever. Some guys are putting some good effort into building those things up. And that's what I got for you this time around. Until next time, later.